So I walked with her for about an hour, talked to her, and she says, honestly, Trace, the reason I haven't fired you guys is because I like you so much. As of right now, yes, I'm the CEO. Yes, I'm the owner of the business. Yes, I wear a lot of hats, but right now, I'm low-key a fireman. You know, I'm constantly putting out fires. I met with this customer earlier in the week, and, you know, she basically told me all the things that, you know, our maintenance crews aren't doing that they should be doing. So I walked with her for about an hour, talked to her, and she says, honestly, Trace, the reason I haven't fired you guys is because I like you so much. Which, that's amazing. I love hearing feedback. You know, I don't want people to just stay with me because they like me. I want people to use our services and use our products because they like the service, not because they like me. But anyway, I took a bunch of notes. We're headed to her property to just make sure that the maintenance crews do what the customer told me earlier in the week. So we're gonna go take care of business and make sure that the standards are being met. It's honestly kind of a waste of time because we have an account manager that should be doing this. He's doing some other stuff today, so I got a little time, go execute and put out this fire, but damn, brother. So anyway, but on a positive note, we got some other really cool stuff happening. We got a lot of awesome projects starting. Just got off the phone with the electrician. He should be going out there hopefully tomorrow. After, we're gonna go check on a grass job, make sure they're getting it. We'll get a little content of that too. All right, so we just got to this job site. Looks like the guys are working. So I'm gonna walk with them and show them the list of what the customer said during that walkthrough. So we're gonna go explain to them, make sure it gets done so the customer's happy. Okay, so I met with the homeowner on Monday on the Japanese U. She just wants this one shaped up. Okay. So I just get a hand pruner and you can just trim this one off. Mm-hmm. In terms of the Eagleson hollies, no need to trim right now, but she did say that we need to make sure that it's below the camera and that whenever you shape it to make them symmetrical, because if you look at this one and look at that one, they're kind of different shapes. Okay. And so when you're trimming, just make sure that we, you know, step back and then go back at it. Yeah. We do need to kind of prune these roses back, but I would kind of open up the soil and kind of pull some of the mulch off of the root ball, okay? But definitely needs to be trimmed. These need to be shaped straight, and she wants them a little bit thinner. I'd knock off maybe an inch or two on each side. And then same for this one. Over here, you can see that there's different plants growing up in this thing. You see? This is plumbago, but I'd just be looking in here, shape it up nice and clean. But whenever you shape it, don't just kind of shape it up like this, like push it back a little bit. Yeah, you got to get into it. Same with the Texas sage. We need to shape these and we need to get up in it. We can't just touch it up. We need to, you know, an inch or two, and then I would square them off. Same on this backside. Okay. This plumbago, I wouldn't cut any off the top, but I would shape it up in here. Okay. Same around, because she said it's getting a little crazy. Okay. When we come do the landscape install here, I'll make sure to get it done. Same on these bad boys, the suckers, needs to go. And then you could probably, any branches like this, just prune them, yeah. Same deadheading the annuals, that all needs to come out. You gotta be really careful because you'll break the limbs off of these pretty easily. And then we'll come up here. We can either come down or go just straight across. But we should be doing that for all of them. Because that's the whole purpose of this trellis, this diamond. And when you maintain it on a consistent basis, it looks really good. The dead roses in here. Yep, that comes out. These comes out. The roses, I would deadhead these and prune them. Man, y'all freaking went in. Okay.
And that I'm gonna get with the trimmer, or whatever's coming from the neighbor's yard.
Okay. So we're headed to our next property. What did you think about that property we were just at?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
The house was huge. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine how long it takes to maintenance that. But
Yeah.
it looks nice.
Yeah, we have quite a bit of customers that have some pretty big houses, but to be honest with you, I thought the property looked nice as well, but it's the little details that make it even nicer. And it makes for customer satisfaction when you're constantly doing just the little details, the sticks behind the shed, the pruning of the trees, raising the canopies up minimum 8 foot, making sure that other plants aren't touching other plants. You know, you're pruning and you're pulling, call them volunteer plants or volunteer weeds that are growing up between plants. You know, when you can execute all those things, you know, it turns out to be a really, really nice property. And that's what we need to focus on, just the little details. Did you test the sprinklers? Good coverage?
It's on the app.
Oh, ratio.
Yeah. It's not on the whiteboard.
Okay.
So it's on the app.
So you'll go get soil and
Well,
then
dump first.
dump soil.
Because I'm getting 4 yards. I gotta
Okay.
level it out. See how it's like,
Yeah.
so I gotta level it out. Over there,
Yeah.
it's like holes and stuff.
Yeah, a bunch of rice.
Yeah.
I would, yeah,
I'll
go ahead.
put saw, and I'll probably just cut around it. You
Yeah.
can have this poking out.
Yeah, that's good.
And probably that one over there too.
Okay. Yeah, this looks good though. All right. A lot of freaking standing around. They need to get back to work. All right, chat. We're finished up here. We're headed to Kingwood, and we're going to go check on another site. I had a couple contractors. There's an electrical contractor. I got to show him where conduit is being laid. Got to make sure that's all up to code. And then there's a sprinkler tech that had mentioned something about overwatering. So I want to talk to him about the right times being set. And then we got to get a plant list of dead plants for replacement. And then we're tying in drains to existing drains. So we got to make sure all that we have the right amount of fall and everything is draining correctly. So nothing too crazy. We ended up finishing this job in June. And so this is kind of phase 2. And once the full house is finished, we're going to do phase 3. And it's going to be really nice once it's all done. So let's go. Well, these trees don't look too good, man. So if you look closely, I don't know if you can see that. You know, you got green, and then on the ends of them, there's brown. So honestly, I think they have a little too much water, and right now I did a little scratch test to see if there's any green on the tree. I mean, there's a little bit, but it's more brown than anything. So see how they're like, it's green and then discolored at the tips? Yeah. It's too much water. So we just finished meeting with the crew. They got it all going on over there. Got the drain 1 done. So everything had the correct slope and fall. So that's all good. They backfilled it. I just took some notes on some plants that weren't doing too good. We finished this job in June, so took some notes on a couple plants that didn't make it. The beds were just so saturated and just so wet. So we adjusted the sprinkler system. We turned it down, reduced the times and reduced the water days. So that should help. And then it should also help some of those plants flourish. Checked out a couple other things on the project, but for the most part, everything is looking good. It just needs a little detail, a little trimming, a little pruning, and then we're gonna add some mulch. So not too shabby. Once the pool house is completed, which it should be done mid-November, we're going out for phase 3 and we're gonna freaking get it. If there's anything you guys wanna see, make sure to put it down in the comments so we can show you. All right, guys, it means the world to me that you guys support me, you guys comment, like, subscribe. It helps me out. Stay tuned for the next video. My plan is to post once a week to show you what we're working on. So like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.